Well, I strongly disagree with that. And I very strongly disagree with that. I give the TV time based on what I believe is going to draw the most ratings. And if you want my honest opinion on an 8-minute Thunder Rosa promo versus an 8-minute CM Punk promo, then you're going to get an honest answer. And I think the 8-minute CM Punk promo is probably going to do a better rating. Now, as far as match length, I think Thunder Rosa's had some great matches as champion. And to come out and do a live 8-minute promo, I'm not sure that would have been good for the television show, to be honest with you. And especially given where we were at, that Thunder Rosa, I found out she was injured a few hours before a live television show. I don't really have time to put an 8-minute promo in when I had just a couple hours notice versus CM Punk. I knew days earlier that he was pretty badly hurt. And we had already made a plan 2 days earlier for that. Furthermore, a lot of people criticized the way John got to his match with Tanahashi. So I guess you can't please everybody no matter what you do. And I've actually seen more people excited about the 4-way match with Shida versus Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm than they were for the original match. And I think the 4-way is one of the more anticipated matches on the card. And I've seen people way more excited about that, honestly, than in some cases, the way we got through the Casino Battle Royal match. I think Kyle O'Reilly is one of the best wrestlers in the world, but some people complained when I had Kyle get that opportunity. To be honest, John versus Kyle was one of my personal favorite TV matches. I have watched that match so many times. I loved all the details of it. I will literally now tell you about them. I will tell I can offline. I went online and talked about stuff in that match that was tremendous. So I thought it was great, but whether it was the grip out of the pile driver, that John used the Gotch pile driver, and then Kyle managed to reverse it into a triangle choke that he passed into a leg submission. So when John went back to work on Kyle after he escaped the submission, he didn't use a Gotch pile driver. He used a conventional one so he wouldn't get caught in another triangle. The little details of storytelling, I thought it was a great match, but a lot of people didn't think it was the right way to get to the interim, but I think it was tremendous. And now we've gone through a great summer with a great interim champion. So there were people criticizing that too. I've seen probably less people, although there may be some criticizing how we got to this. But you can't you can't necessarily please everybody. But I do think in this case it's really been very positive, given the situation we're in, where you find out the champion is out a couple weeks before the pay-per-view, and you have to scramble. So I actually had less time in the case of this to get the situation resolved than I did with John, where there were a few weeks before Forbidden Door to build it up. And like I said, there was more time before the TV show to prepare the promo. I think if you want my honest opinion, and look, that's just a fact. Okay. As far as what's going to draw a rating with somebody talking for 8 minutes, and then the build of the matches, I'm super excited for Dr. Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida versus Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm. And I think a lot of people are probably more excited for that than they were for how we got to the first interim title. So, but you're definitely entitled to your opinion. Thank you.